Yo, 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 what's good, YouTube? It's your boy Hardway, back again to give you the top tips to becoming a Gears 5 Horde Pro. But before we begin, my data shows that only 0.0004% of y'all are subscribed to my channel. So remember to wall bounce that subscription button, chainsaw that bell, two-piece that like button, and leave a comment below. Okay, moving on. The first, biggest, most important thing you gotta know about being a Horde matchmaking pro is that it's not about winning the game. That's a common misconception among bad kids. It's about making yourself feel like you are better than everyone in the lobby. That's the only thing that matters to a Horde matchmaking pro. Winning is sometimes a side effect of your teammates being organized and selfless, but don't pay any attention to that. Only losers try to win. Real pros play to take over the game, make everyone else feel bad, and make sure all eyes are on them. But Hardway, that sounds like I would need to be really good and knowledgeable about the game, and would have to spend months developing my skills to stand out in a lobby like that. Lol, no you idiot. The easiest, most consistent way to demonstrate your superiority over your peers is to quit. Yes, quitting is by far the best way to show that you have no faith in your teammates and that they are irredeemable pieces of trash. Bonus points if you call the engineer trash in the chat before you quit. And the best part is, there are so many reasons to quit. You can quit over almost anything, and as long as you time it right, your lobby will think it was their fault. If you were the only one to roll at the start of a game, they're all trash. Quit. If someone else gets to the Fabricator first, quit. If someone moves the Fabricator after you place it, regardless of where the tabs are, quit. If someone moves one of your fabrications, quit. If you go down and your nearest teammate doesn't drop everything and revive you instantly, quit. If at any point you are the last man standing and everyone might watch you die, quit. If someone uses text or voice chat to ask you to do anything, quit. Or invent your own. The possibilities to ruin the game for everyone to make yourself feel important are endless. And remember, the later in the game you quit, the more it fucks over your team. They've grown to depend on you and have built up a little faith in the team and hope they might get to win. If you quit at that point, it shows them that you are willing to throw away all that personal progress you stood to make just to show them how trash you think they are. It costs a little more of your time, but you will come away looking even more badass than if you had just quit as soon as they looked at your Fabricator. But Hardway, doesn't quitting constantly make poor use of my time and cause me to level up much slower? Of course, you idiot. That's why you play one class, no matter what the map or modifiers are. Now that we've established the best way to assert dominance over your lobby, now we can discuss what to do if your lobby isn't giving you a good enough reason to quit. It can start as early as class selection. If someone joins your lobby with a class that you have a higher level of, immediately switch to that class. This is a surefire way to show that person that you are better than them and that they should switch classes and get out of your way. You can do this for every new person that joins the lobby. Never miss an opportunity to flex on your teammates. The goal is to make them switch off of what they wanted to play just to accommodate you. But don't get stuck playing some cuck engineer tank class. You're gonna want to make sure you circle back to your glory class before the countdown ends. Okay, so the game starts. What can you do to assert dominance right from the start? Obviously, you're gonna want to grab that Fabricator and stuff it as far back into the corner of the map as you can get it. That way you block as few of the enemy spawns as possible, and your team can control very little of the map. Ideally, this will allow enemies to spawn right next to your taps. This helps to not get outshined by the cuck engineer. Don't bother checking where the taps are first. Taps are for pussies trying to win. If someone else gets the Fabricator first, grab the other end, wait for them to drop it where they want it, and then take off with it after they let go. If they try to do it back to you, quit. You will either have it where you want it, or you will get the quit in their face and assert dominance. Once all the fabrication squabbling is over and the team has wasted all of its prep time, spend about $5,000 of your starting money on your perks, and wait to see if any suckers deposit. Whether they do or not, buy as many level 1 sentry guns as the game will let you. They might squeak out an extra kill or two before running out of ammo or being destroyed. And guess what? Those kills go in your kill column on the stats screen. And we all know that's where the real Horde matchmaking legends shine. Everyone will be so jealous. But whatever you do, don't you fucking dare use that time between rounds to help build a tab. That's time you could be using to build yourself more sentries or voting to skip. But Hardway, shouldn't we let the engineers spend the money since they get discounts and buffs on their fabrications and we won't even have a repair tool to maintain them? Lol, no, you idiot. Whoever buys it gets credit for the kills. So just buy a bunch of turrets and hope the cuck engineer comes by with a barrier, tops them off and upgrades them for you, like a loser stepdad taking care of your bastard children. But on top of that, spending all the money as a DPS class when there's an engineer on the team is a great way to tell that engineer that he's trash. You have no faith in him and he should just get in your backpack and let you carry everyone to victory. Sometimes the engineer and the rest of your team will scrape together enough money while you're not around to spend it, and they'll build enough barriers to resemble a base. Don't hesitate to move the barriers or sentries if you think they look stupid or might interfere with your kills. But more importantly, never play from within the base. Always go out into uncontrolled territory to get your kills, like a man. Your team will be in awe of how badass you are out there in the wild. And if you go down, this is a great time to quit, as your team will be unlikely to revive you in time. Sometimes altruistic people will come out for you in spite of the danger. This is also good because it can lead to the team throwing the wave, everyone dying, and then you get to call them all trash in the chat before quitting, thus asserting your dominance over the whole lobby at once. They'll be too upset about losing and being insulted to even remember that you were the first domino to fall. Now let's say the engineer has some sentries of his own, and maybe he's placed them in an area that is getting more kills than your sentries. Always remember to swap out his sentries with yours and stuff his in a closet somewhere where they won't be a threat to your kill count. Once everything is in place, it's time to find where you'll fight from. Pick a spot, but don't get married to it. If someone else gets more kills in the last wave, find their spot and go stand directly in front of them. If there's not going to be any friendly fire to let us establish dominance by betraying our bad kid teammates, then we might as well take advantage of it. Some people will try to fight you over the angle and try to get in your way too. Don't give up. It's better to throw the whole wave and blame it on him for not getting out of your way than to let him win. It's truly a win-win. Now, how should you handle revives? Revives are a great opportunity to assert dominance. Ignoring an easy revive is a terrific way to tell that person he's an idiot for going down, you don't need him, and he's a nuisance. But don't ignore him for too long or he might quit. Then the implication is that someone quit because of you and you've lost at your own game. Remember, he who quits first wins. So delay their revive just long enough to send them the message that they are inadequate and unneeded, and then begrudgingly revive them. If it's remotely a risky revive, abandon them entirely. No one is worth risking your life for. In short, only revive if it's easy and take your sweet time with it. Now, regarding weapon lockers, the first one is yours, always. Throw away anyone else's shit and make room for yours. Pretty simple, but a lot of times people think they should share or only use the space that they need. These people will never be Horde pros. Lastly, don't let common sense get in the way of your kill count. That enemy about to bleed out? Better get that boom shot off quick then. Does the matriarch with regeneration need to be surrounded so it can't regenerate? Make sure to chase its weak spot around constantly instead of holding your angle, otherwise someone else might get to do the damage. Playing veteran? Make sure to only ult on small pieces of cover, otherwise some freeloader could come up and share it with you. Well, that about covers everything it takes to be a Horde pro. Oddly enough, it doesn't really have anything to do with skill. As long as you're a selfish prick to your team at every possible opportunity, you'll come away from that lobby having asserted your dominance, and surely they will remember you for eons as a god among men. Leave a comment, let me know if I missed any ways to make yourself feel more important than your team, and remember to like and subscribe for more pro content. Till next time, my little hard wheezies. Peace.